creative friends, this is Freya and thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to do a flip through of this utterly gorgeous, fascinating, and very revealing diary of Frida Kahlo. It's written in Spanish and there are English explanations in the second half of the book. So as I'm sure most of you know, Frida Kahlo lived an extremely difficult life marked by physical, mental, and emotional suffering, and this was highly reflected in her art. Now, this over here says, "Are you going to go? No, broken wings." And here is a portrait, a photograph portrait of the beautiful lady herself. Now, I didn't know this when I first went to Oaxaca many years ago on an art retreat, but her mother is actually from Oaxaca. So that was like a beautiful, delicious little surprise because I absolutely adore Frida Kahlo. I love her story, her art, and just the inspiration that was her life. Now, when she was 18 years old, she was in a horrific bus accident that shattered her body and caused her lifelong pain. She had a broken collarbone, her spinal column was shattered, an iron handrail pierced her abdomen and uterus, making it impossible for her to have children. Now, she could get pregnant, and I think she did 2 or 3 times in her life, but she could not carry the baby to term. And I love her handwriting. I can't understand any of it really, but I just love the lines and the marks. And when words are in another language, I can focus on the beauty of the linear aspects of the words rather than their meaning. And I love like all her, just her, the dots and the circles and the mixture of the blue and her, the sienna writing. I love it. That's another, like a drawing of hers. And here's a drawing done from dots. It's made up of dots. So there's a lot of writing in her book, a lot of poetry. She wrote a lot about politics, about Diego. And she was very influenced by art from all different parts of the world. So as you can see, this is very Egyptian. You can look at the profile, the hair, the eyes, and then she draws a pregnant lady. And like I said, Frida Kahlo was unable to have children. It caused her so much pain in her whole life because she wanted to have children, very much so. And she was just unable to. And over here, you can see the influence of Indian art, actually, with the third eye, and more influences of Egyptian art. Again, the third eye. And over here, there's an ink blot, and then she used the ink blot as part of her imagery over here. That is a Buddhist-inspired head. And this is Dancing to the Sun, and there's a lot of images that are inspired by Greek art, Egyptian, Chinese art. Just, she took everything, she took little bits and pieces from all different parts of the world and just mixed it up in her own way. Now, her and Diego Rivera had a very tumultuous relationship. They got married and then they got divorced and then they got married again. There was a 20-year age difference between them. So she got married when she was about 22 and she was very influenced by him. And he was a mural painter and he had a lot of acclaim within Mexico, but she had more international acclaim even during her lifetime. In Mexico, she was considered more so to be Diego Rivera's wife, but internationally, she was more recognized in her lifetime. And there are reports that he was jealous of her. He had numerous affairs on her. He even had an affair with her sister, and that caused them to divorce. She had affairs of her own with both men and women. It's rumored that she had an affair with Georgia O'Keeffe, another brilliant artist, while she was married to Diego Rivera. So they had a very tragic love story. And she belonged to the Communist Party of Mexico. So did Rivera. And she wrote a lot about politics. She was very inspired by politics, and she joined a lot of different movements. She wrote a lot about Diego. I actually considered painting over this book and using it as a repurposed book, but I haven't been able to bring myself to do that because, I mean, I really do want to keep the book as it is, but I may change my mind. So, like I said, she was very involved in politics. Ruins. She reportedly said that she never painted from her dreams because, you know, there was a lot of speculation. If you've ever like taken a close look at her paintings, a lot of people thought that, you know, she was interpreting her dreams, but she reportedly said that I never painted from my dreams. I only painted my reality. And, you know, when she got into the bus accident, one of her legs was shattered in like 21 different pieces. She was bedridden for like 2 or more years, and she suffered throughout her life. You know, she was always constantly on painkillers, in and out of the hospital. She had countless surgeries. So she just suffered a lot. And add to that her marriage causing her a lot of emotional and mental stress and pain. And this over here is reportedly the very last image that she made before she died. And I'm going to bring this closer. It's very abstract, but there is speculation that she actually did this sketch right before she died. And she died when she was very young, about 45 or 46. And this is an image with wings, and there's speculation that she actually drew this about her death. So this is like the angel of death coming to visit her. And all over here, this part is, you know, explanations of the pages and her poetry, translations, etc. So I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I hope this has been inspiring. I'm really sad now because her life was very sad, and I'm just gonna hold space for that. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.